Hello guys, I greet you all. Today I'm with a special guest
Hello, everyone.
from Nigeria. Nice to meet you. Thank you. Please can you tell us your name, your good name?
I'm Oluwakorides Bamidele. Many people prefer to call me Solomon.
Mr. Oluwakorede Bamidele. Many people call you Solomon, the
Yes.
simplest name people can
Yes,
call you
that's
and
my middle
understand.
name.
Your middle name. So for most of us that not come from Nigeria, so we can just call it Solomon. Okay.
So,
Thank you so much, Mr. Korode Bamidele, for giving me this opportunity, the time to make an interview
you're
with
welcome.
you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much, Rosma. So, Mr. Korode Bamidele, please, how many years have you been in Kuwait?
I've been this July will make it my fourth year.
4 years in Kuwait.
Yes.
That's very good. And you're working for a company.
Yes.
That's very good. So, Mr. Korode Bamidele, please, and you're from Nigeria?
Yes, I am.
I'm from Sierra Leone. Okay. Mr. Korode, please, can you just help us? Like, for instance, your brothers out there that want to come in Kuwait, then, sometimes they have this double-minded. Kuwait is an Arab state. Okay, well, how do you think the cost of living in Kuwait or
The cost of living is quite okay. Because it's not as expensive as it is in many other countries, but the cost of living is quite fine, because for every amount of money you can earn, there is a place where you can afford. What I'm saying is that if you are earning very high and you want to eat in a high place, you want to get a high apartment, there is. If you are earning very low and you want a low budget food and a low budget apartment, you will still get it. So the cost of living is fair. Whatever you have, you can still manage it.
So
Yes.
the cost of living in Kuwait is very good. Okay, that's very good. Okay, so for most of you that think that if you come to Kuwait, how do you find it very difficult for you to live in Kuwait? As you can hear him, he said the cost of living in Kuwait is very good. Okay, that's good. Okay, Mr. Korode, please can you just tell us your experience in Kuwait between your 4 years of living in Kuwait, like the good, the bad, the advantage that you have been facing in Kuwait, especially the company that brought you in Kuwait.
Okay. This will be my second company that I'm working for. This will be my second company that I'm working for in Kuwait. The one that brought me, I left there 2021 December. But the advantage is that Kuwait is a good starting point. It's a good starting point for many that have not yet, we have not yet traveled far and wide yet. We are just leaving the home looking for greener pastures. It's a good starting point because it will accept you irrespective of your qualification. It's as long as you can offer a skill. There are different skills for you to do, but it's very important which company you are coming to work with. That is the one that is more important. Which company are you coming to work with?
Okay, Mr. Korode, as you can hear him, he said, Kuwait, thank you. As long as you have a skill that you know, that Kuwait is a very starting country that you can help yourself, develop yourself, and that's very good. So then he said that it's very important and ensures that the company that will bring you in Kuwait yourself and think of another thing way forward. So Mr. Korode, please, okay, now you talk about the company. You said it's very more important, the company that brought you in Kuwait.
Okay.
So what is the advice that we have for those that want to come to Kuwait, or what is the company type, what is the visa type that you think that if they break?
Okay, so thank you for that question. That's the most important part that I said. It depends on the company that brings you. Now in Kuwait, there are various kind of visas. There's the Kadamat visa, there's the visa 20. That is the visa for people that will be working as domestic workers. There is the visa 18, small scale. There is another one, medium scale, private and projects. So depending, some have their limits. Some of these visas have their limits, but the best you can get is the 18 of a private company. through that, you can move. Maybe when you are done with your contract with the company that brought you, you can move to another company if you find something better. So, but if you are on a project visa, you can only move to another company that has a project visa. And you that you are outside there, you will not know these things except somebody inside explains it to you. So you need to know which kind of visa. It's not just, oh, I have a visa, let me go like that. Which kind of visa is always important to know what you have. Always important.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Korode Bamidele. And this is very important. As he said, you should know the type of visa that you bring in Kuwait. He has mentioned it before. He said we have project visa, we have Kadama visa, we have 18 visa for private visa. Yes, 18 visa. And if you want to come to Kuwait, please do very well to check the type of visa the agents, they will not tell you the type of visa that we bring in Kuwait. As he said, the type of visa you bring in Kuwait will help you elevate yourself, we help you move forward, we help you have more income in your salary. Because if you bring this project, let me emphasize this one, if you bring a project government visa, you are just stuck in the same place unless the grace of God follow you. But if you bring this private visa, you will have the privilege for you to learn something, for you to rotate, for you to bring more income on yourself. So for you, if you want to come to Kuwait, please, we are begging you in the name of God, make sure that you know the type of visa that you are bringing for yourself. Thank you so much, Mr. Bamidele.
Yes, ma'am.
I've learned so many things to you today, especially for this visa, because I've noticed that there are so many people having this tunnel block in Kuwait. Depends on their visas they bring in Kuwait. So please, the last thing I want to ask you, what do you think that if people they are already here in Kuwait and they find themselves in this project visa that we are emphasizing here,
yes,
what's your advice that we give to them? Or okay, some people they are saying that I've already here and my salary is small and I'm not yet have anything. But if you know that you just come in Kuwait and the people are new, what the advice that you have to give them as they are using the project visa? Please help us.
Okay. Advice to those that have the project visa already and are already in Kuwait.
Yes, they are already in Kuwait.
The advice I will give them is that, number one, be prayerful, because the faith we have in God makes us know that no situation is permanent once we are with God, and He can actually open doors where it looks like it's closed. So first of all is to be prayerful. If you are prayerful, then you should also work on yourself. The time, like if someone is on a project visa, it's usually all this maybe semi-skilled or unskilled jobs. Like you don't need to learn to be a security, you don't need to learn to be a maybe warehouse worker or cleaning person. These are semi-skilled or unskilled work. So those kind of works, you should also find time that you use to develop yourself in line with a profession that you are aiming for. If you are doing that kind of work, that's not the kind of work you want to do till you get old. That is a stepping stone work. So, but some people, the little that they are earning there, they know that when they send it home is enough for do many things at home. So they think that they have arrived in their wealth. No, that's not it. You need to think about the future, what you want to become. Okay, if I'm a security now and I wish to become a scientist, or let me use something closer, maybe someone that can draw, a fine artist. Do I need to go to school? You need to find that out. Do you need to go to school to learn what you need to learn? There are many computer software courses. If I'm a computer person, I don't need to go to school. I can do some trainings and learn something, because you need skill to move out of that unskilled to become skilled. Because when you are employed by your skill, you'll be paid for the skill. But when they keep employing you as an unskilled person, that's all the security, all this cleaners and all this other, your worth will not come out. So if you are aiming high, you need to prepare yourself. You need to go back to school, check. You need to do some courses, some training, check. So if you say, yes, I need to do this thing, you have to save money to do that. There are some free ones. But if you need some money to get those things done, You need to save money and make sure that you do that thing so that you can leave that circle. Because when you have the money, when you can afford that training, that education, yeah, and nobody's too old for education. We have heard of 70 years old person having just graduated. As long as you can do it at that point, do it earlier is always the best. Get the knowledge that you need to get and go to the next level. Because when you are now coming back, you might want to come back to Kuwait, you might want to go to another country. You are now going to be employed based on your certification, your training, and the kind of knowledge that you have acquired, no more as the unskilled person. So this is my advice. Everybody that has a project visa, this is a stepping stone to save money and prepare for the future.
Thank you so much, Mr. Korede. Like, your advice is very good. Like, if you have project visa, please, your project visa is not enough for you. He said it's a stepping stone to a next level. Because most time, those people that are working with this project, they are working for 8 hours. And you are working for 8 hours, you have more time for yourself. Please, just make sure you have value to yourself. This security cleaner job is not enough for you. If you know you have a future, except if you have something that you know back home, that you have a skill, that you are very well educated. If you are very well educated, that one is a different issue. But if you find yourself in this project visa in Kuwait, that you think that you don't have anything better than to move forward or to move your life forward, just help yourself. And Kuwait is a very nice country that you can help yourself move forward. As he said that earlier, Kuwait is a stepping stone to a next level of life if you want to forward your life. So thank you so much, Mr. Korede Bamidele. God bless you richly. I really appreciate you for your time, for the privilege you gave to me to make this interview for you, and for the value that you add to people out there. So added to what he said, please, I beg you all, if you came in Kuwait with a project visa, do add a value on yourself. It's much more essential for you and I. If you still came with this visa 20, domestic visa, you are still in that your Kadama house, still add something to yourself. You are there, you are watching YouTube, you learn how to do ear, you learn how to fix nails, you learn how to do different things that will bring money for you. Let's put it and let's know, not only education can make you be who you are. There's something that you can do with your hands. It can make you be you are tomorrow. There's something that you can do with yourself. You can make you be who you are. If you don't have time for yourself, for those that work in domestic work, they don't have time to learn book in Kuwait. That's very a fact about it. But do your best and have something to learn in there. So by the end of the time that you said you want to go back home to your country, you have something great to tell and something beneficial to yourself. So that's all that we want to tell you for today. Please, thank you so much, Mr. Bamidele from Nigeria. My Nigeria wonderful